Ashleyann was just the most beautiful person that I've ever known and met. Inside and out. I mean, she was a flight attendant when I met her, and she was just gorgeous, blonde, and so caring and compassionate and loving. Ever since she was a young girl, she loved animals, and she started her own pet sitting service at her house. And then when we got married, we started rescuing dogs, and we always had at least two. And she was also a big supporter of rescues. And I remember vividly, as if it was today, when I walked into our den in our home in Virginia, and she had Nathan's book, the Mercy for Animal book, and she told me all about it and how she was, getting involved. She said she wanted to start donating, and of course, fine with that. And she said she wanted to start eating less meat, and I'm like, okay. I kind of always went with her, and then it just progressed from there. Eating vegetarian and vegan as much as we could, and then. Back in July of 2018, we always talked about our wills, and we're getting older and something may happen. And she started making those preparations. She said something along the lines of, she was so relieved because you never know what could happen. And then a couple months after, she passed. I want people to know just what a wonderful person she was and how compassionate. One of the stories I love to tell is when I met her and we were dating, she told me that she didn't watch R-rated movies. And I'm like, what? And then you get to know her, and she explained she hated to see suffering of anything, even if it was in a movie. She couldn't stand it. And I think that's why Mercy for Animals really spoke to her. Because of her love of animals and her abhorrence of suffering. The last several years, she really came to the conclusion that it's important to start giving now, that the suffering is happening now, and don't wait to give the money, when you pass. It's help with the suffering now, and make those preparations now, because you never know, unfortunately. You never know what's going to happen. And that's her legacy, and that's kind of what gets me up in the morning, is making sure her legacy lives on. Best ways to emulate Ashleyann is smile and be warm to everyone. To always have a kind word for everyone. To not pass an animal, not pet it, to love them all. And realize that none of us are perfect, but, doesn't mean you shouldn't strive to be. And instead of having that hamburger, go have that Beyond Burger, or have a salad, or, simple things like that. She would like that.